It is mentioned in the Bible time and time again.
Yes, yes.
That your thoughts, evil thoughts, are just as sinful as the act, if not more so.
Yeah, and you know, God doesn't have any judgment on the thoughts. God says yes, love, no matter what. God says yes, love, if you've got a gun and you've got it pointed at somebody's head and you pull the trigger. God says yes, love to everything. God doesn't have bad in God's world. That's how I view it. And I didn't grow up religious as, you know, so many of my friends that talk to me about their growing up and how they grew up very strict with very strict religions, and I didn't. So I feel, you know, we all have to be blessed with what we were given. You know what I mean?
There's some things in the Bible that correlate with what you're saying.
Yeah.
When Jesus was asked about the 10 Commandments and which one is the greatest of all, he said, none of these. Love one another.
Mhm. That's all there is. Love is the foundation.
Love one another.
Yeah, love is the foundation.
And the Bible says over 300 times not to fear. The Bible does not say don't fear unless it's really bad, then it's okay to panic. No, the Bible says even and especially when it is really bad, wear your big girl panties and don't have any fear, because I'm right here with you. But if you look at the emotion...
Big girl panties, that is very cute.
Well, if you look at the emotional spectrum, love is the exact opposite of fear. Mm-hmm. Everything good, every good emotion comes out of love. Every negative emotion comes out of fear. Mm-hmm. You know, and we were also talking about how people around us go, why doesn't everybody else get it? You know, if you want to go into that just a little bit. But, you know, their response on that, though, in my opinion, is they're not coming out of a love base. They're coming out of a fear base. Well, if everybody doesn't get it, then it can't be right because I need the masses.
Yeah. And the only thing that is available from me to whomever it is just sending them love. There's nothing else to do. Doesn't mean I have to invite them into my space, and I don't. Yet,
right.
You know, I don't have any judgment on their choices. Whatever it is that they've chosen. Let's, you know, grab a name out of a hat, George Bush.
Okay.
Where so many people wanted to berate him and call him a fool. Whatever. The thing is that whatever there is to do is to send the man love. Because if you take on what it is that is being spoken about him, where's the love? It's that stuff is sitting on top of the love. So just put it in your hand, blow it off, and have the foundation again. So consequently, you don't have to have anything negative to say about anybody. What's the difference? They've chosen that. There's, you know, if we were all the same, Kimberly, life would be very boring. Very boring indeed. It would be like putting a piece of puzzle together and with all the pieces are the same. Very boring.
Well, the thing is, we're all here to experience each other's... I'm sorry, I have a spammer in the chat room. And we're all here to experience each other.
Yes. Differently.
Yes. To experience the consciousness and report back to the whole.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. They lose.
And come back with our experiences. Okay, the spammer has been stopped. And I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
But we're, you know, even that person that had to come into our chat room and just say this horrible stuff. You know, he had to have his experience, and you know it's a male because women don't act that way. Oh, and he's back again. Anyway, God bless him.
Yes, just send him.
God bless him. You know, God bless him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, people who just don't get it. You know,
no.
And that's okay.
Of course,
yeah, that's okay. But because the people who hold the consciousness, who hold the higher consciousness, who vibrate in the frequency of love, we're stronger than 1,000 of them.
Oh, of course we are. Light is much darker than dark. Light is much lighter than dark.
And much stronger.
And much stronger. I mean, the sunbeam is much stronger than the moonbeam. Much stronger, much more intense. The moon can't, throw down 100. Have it. The temperatures vary the way they do, and 100 degrees. The moon can't do that. The moon is dark.
Okay, just so everybody knows, I blocked all chat in the chat room right now until this person can go find somebody else to play with. Because they're being very persistent. But, they say when you have haters, that's how you know you're truly loved.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to bother to hate on you, please.
Oh, too cute.
We already have some people calling in and getting into queue, but I would like to get into the interview about the website.
Yeah.
So let's start with Mattie. All right. First, you got involved with the Mayan Oracle cards, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me about them?
Well, let's see. They're the only cards that I use. I know there's lots of tarot cards out there, and they're wonderful. They're all wonderful. But the Mayan cards I resonate with very dramatically. I pull them for myself, and there are times I'll do readings, but it's very spontaneous. I won't do it if, I just, whatever. Anyway, the question that I will ask of the cards when I'm going to pull one is, tell me what you want me to remember.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that trippy? That came to me a couple years ago. Tell me what you want me to remember.
That is powerful.
Yeah. So I pulled a card, and of course it's always perfect. I'm opening. I should have had this prepared before to tell you the card. Well, the card is Kimi, and it's spelled C-I-M-I, but it's pronounced K-E-E-M-E-E, Kimi. And so I read it, and I said, yes, of course. And a couple days later, I asked the same question, tell me what you want me to remember today, and I pulled Kimi again. In the 15 years that I've had these cards, this is the second time I have ever pulled the same card in a row. That blew me away. Really blew me away. Can I read you a little bit of it?
Please. I'm waiting. I'm hoping.
Oh, okay. Because it's poetic.
Okay.
Kimi, the magical child. I am Kimi, embodied in the gardenia's fragrant grace, scenting the liberation sweetness of surrender. In this surrender, I offer death to your self-imposed boundaries as naturally as a